Good day. Here is the news at noon. First, the highlights. Governor Sanwo-Olu reaffirms Lagos' commitment to Belgium-Nigeria partnership. Federal government set to launch e-visa digital travel cards. On the foreign scene, Niger Republic adopts Hausa as national language in place of French. And in sport, Chiba United coach gives hints on Nigeria's Stanley Nwabali's exit during summer transfer market. Now the details. I am Dele Agadumo. Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has extended his administration's unwavering support for the growing bilateral relationship between Belgium and Nigeria. The governor gave the assurance in his goodwill message during the reception hosted by the Belgium ambassador to Nigeria, Peter Lignet, in collaboration with the CBL ACP Chamber of Commerce in Victoria Island, Lagos. Governor Sanwo-Olu, who was represented by the Secretary to the Government of Lagos State, Bimbola Salu-Hunde, emphasized the strategic importance of Lagos as the commercial heartbeat of Nigeria and a pivotal player in fostering international partnerships. He applauded the Belgian embassy and the CBL ACP Chamber of Commerce for their continuous efforts in enhancing bilateral ties. Highlighting the role of diplomacy in driving prosperity and innovation, the governor commended Ambassador Linet's commitment to building enduring relationships through dialogue, engagement, and mutual respect. Lagos State government has reaffirmed its commitment to ensuring that retirement benefits are processed and paid promptly to all retirees in the state. The head of service, Bode Aguru, gave the assurance in his address at the send-forth ceremony organized for 223 retiring civil servants from the third and fourth quarters of 2024 and the first quarter of 2025. Aguru said the present administration has put in place several initiatives and programs to keep retirees active and remain connected to the state government. He noted that such programs include the bi-monthly webinar, quarterly training and sensitization, skills acquisition and vocational training, as well as the mentoring scheme, among others. Aguru also reminded the retirees that the government has put in place the Post-Service Department in the Office of the Head of Service to continually attend to all issues relating to welfare packages of the retirees and improvement in their lifestyle after retirement. The Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps, NSCDC, has expressed commitment to reviewing its security strategy following the death of at least 65 farmers this year due to attacks by bandits. Spokesperson for the NSCDC, Afolabi Babawale, who stated this, said despite the deployment of 10,000 agro rangers, these assaults have continued to disrupt farming activities across the nation. Babawale explained that the review aims to enhance the effectiveness of security operations to protect farmers, focusing on improving coordination with other security agencies, local communities, and vigilantes. He assured the public that the Corps is fully committed to finding solutions to the security issues affecting farmers and improving collaboration with other security forces. Now to the rest of the stories. The federal government is set to launch an e-visa system and digital landing and exit cards to enhance national security. Minister of Aviation and Aerospace Development, Festus Keyamo, said this in Abuja when he received a delegation led by the Minister of Interior, Olubunmi Tunji Ojo. According to Keyamo, the e-visa system will enable applicants to submit visa requests online and upload required documents electronically. He said the manual landing and exit cards will be digitalized, requiring visitors to pre-fill their information before traveling to Nigeria. On his part, the Minister of Interior, Olubunmi Tunji Ojo, stated that the automation system will commence on May 1, noting that the e-visa application will be free and is designed to simplify entry into the country while boosting national security. According to Tunji Ojo, the Nigeria Civil Aviation Authority will manage landing and exit cards, which travelers must complete online before boarding, while a central visa approval center already exists at immigration headquarters with trained officers and integrated global criminal record checks. The federal government has approved the implementation of a guiding policy on eligibility for the appointment of vice chancellors, rectors, and provosts. This follows recent crisis which trailed appointment of institutional heads in certain public universities and other tertiary institutions nationwide, where officers serving in acting capacities often leverage their positions to influence appointment outcomes. The policy, which was announced by the Director of Press, Federal Ministry of Education, Folashade Boriowo, is aimed at eliminating this practice, ensure a level playing field for all qualified candidates, and strengthen institutional governance. The policy stipulates that any officer serving in any acting capacity as Vice Chancellor, Rector, or Provost shall not be eligible to apply for the substantive position while still holding the acting appointment. Now to foreign news. Niger Republic's junta has adopted Hausa as the national language in the place of French in a further break from Paris, its former colonial master. Since overthrowing civilian President Mohamed Bazoum in July 2023, Niger's military rulers have severed relations with France, kicking out French soldiers and renaming streets and monuments that bore French names. The junta also said the working languages are English and French. It would interest you to know that Hausa is the most widely spoken language in the country of 26 million people, particularly in the central southern regions of Zimba and Maradi, and also Tahua in the west. In our sport, Chippa United head coach Tabo September has hinted that Super Eagles goalkeeper Stanley Nwabali could move elsewhere this summer. Nwabali was linked with a move away from the Chile Boys last summer following his impressive performance for Nigeria at the 2023 Africa Cup of Nations. The 28-year-old instead signed a new 3-year contract and was also made the club's captain. The shot stopper is still being monitored by clubs outside South Africa ahead of the summer transfer market. September admitted that Chippa United will let go of players they cannot retain for the upcoming season with a focus on investing in young talent. Nwabali joined the Chile Boys from Nigeria Premier Football League NPFL in 2022. And that is our news at noon. Just before we go, always obey road signs and traffic lights. You can follow us and like all our various social media platforms: X at Traffic Radio 961, Facebook Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM, Instagram Lagos Traffic Radio 961. Subscribe and watch our news and programs live on YouTube at Traffic Radio 961. You can also visit our website www.trafficradio961.ng. Did you know that the Sowolo administration trained 500 unemployed youths in soft skills and job interview program? You can get more details on the Lagos State Government website. To end the news are the highlights of the major stories. Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has extended his administration's unwavering support for the growing bilateral relationship between Belgium and Nigeria. The federal government is set to launch an e-visa system and digital landing and exit cards to enhance national security. We also told you that Niger Republic's junta has adopted Hausa as the national language in the place of French in a further break from Paris, its former colonial master. And in sport, Chippa United head coach Tabo September has hinted that Super Eagles goalkeeper Stanley Nwabali could move elsewhere this summer. For contact with the newsroom, send a message to info@trafficradio961.ng. That is news broadcast compiled by Adewale Oluworoku. I am Dele Agadumo. Good afternoon. Thank you for listening.